Now here you go. You gave me this story.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Mama gave us this story.
Oh, Mama was talking about this guy.
Mm-hmm.
A man speaks out after police released the K-9 dog on him during a traffic stop. He says he's traumatized. What, Mom?
We're not laughing at him being bitten, so you guys just understand.
Not we,
that.
you. You don't want to
Me
laugh
and
at
my mom
everything.
was laughing. My mom said,
Yep,
I remember that story I told you.
Lenore laughed at everything.
I'm laughing at her laughing.
Right.
I'm not laughing at him because I'm upset that he got bit. There was no reason for the K-9 dog to be released on him.
A Black Ohio man said he is traumatized after police released the K-9 on him during a traffic stop.
That makes it worse.
During investigation of a vehicle that was mistakenly believed to have been stolen. Body camera footage shows. The Toledo branch of the NAACP this week called for the release of the police dog. They trying to get rid of officers.
Because
those dogs are officers. Those dogs are officers. We are in police training, Citizens Academy right now, and they have a K-9 who's going through officer training right now. They call him officer.
They just retired one in a city nearby.
He was retired. He had a birthday. He had a retirement
party for a K-9.
Yes.
I kid you not.
They consider these dogs as officers.
That's his partner with him, holding that leash. They stay with that partner. And that's
they go through training, they go through mental breakdown and all of that.
Yes.
So the NAACP wants his head.
That his partner had control of him. He had him on a leash, holding on to him while he's attacking this man.
Well, the NAACP wants that officer, the K-9 officer, fired immediately.
Meaning he can't go and snip no more.
Brandon Upchurch, 38, of Toledo, told ABC News he was bitten seven times on his forearm and his elbow by Officer Friendly. After I saw Officer K-9. After being pulled over on April 11th and has been unable to work since.
What, Ma?
He was holding on to the dog with the chain and
letting the dog bite him.
Now,
he was no threat to him.
My elbow is already messed up, he said. He told ABC News. I can't do anything. Upchurch said he was driving his cousins home from work when the officers pulled him over. They instantly came out with guns drawn, he said.
Yes.
They did not come to my car and ask me for my license, insurance, or anything. Upchurch was pulled over on a suspicion of a stolen vehicle.
Okay.
Body camera footage released by the Toledo Police Department shows. Police repeatedly asked him to get out of the vehicle, as Upchurch can be heard on the footage asking why they pulled him over. Once he steps out of the truck, officers order him to face away from them. Upchurch repeatedly asked, "What am I stopped for?" Officers order him to get on the ground several times. Upchurch takes several steps away from the curb and begins to kneel. An officer releases the K-9 on him, the footage shows. "Man, I'm not even doing nothing," Upchurch says in the footage. Then repeatedly asks the officers, "What did I do?" While handcuffing Upchurch, an officer told him the truck had a stolen license plate, which Upchurch repeatedly denied. After Upchurch requests medical attention, an officer tells him that's coming after walking away. The officer tells his colleague that Upchurch was a petulant child, for requesting medical attention. Oh, that he's a crying baby. Following Upchurch's arrest, officers can be heard on footage, realizing that the information they had on the license plate was incorrect.
Thank you.
And was misread by the license plate reader that the license plate on the vehicle Upchurch was driving was not a match for the plate on the alleged stolen vehicle.
Thank you.
Now I know it's not the plate, the officer says. Upchurch told ABC News he wasn't a threat or trying to run.
No.
This is uncalled for over a stolen tag, Upchurch said. All they had to do was run the plates again and found out it wasn't stolen.
His car stolen.
He said, I have license, insurance, everything. He even said it on the body cam.
Yes.
Upchurch was charged with resisting arrest and obstruction. The complaint alleged that he ignored multiple commands from officers while they investigated a stolen vehicle and refused to comply throughout the entirety of the event. ABC News has reached out to the police department and they haven't received a thing.
No comment yet.
The NAACP has demanded a thorough investigation of the incident, and they want Officer K-9 taken off of the beat immediately.
It's like him using a gun.
He knew darn well.
The moment he bites, that's like them shooting. They have to be sat
that
down
dog
and investigated.
knows the difference between somebody running and getting down on the ground.
On their knees.
Now, when he saw that guy get down on the ground,
yes,
he shouldn't have bit him.
Thank you.
He goes through training like everybody else.
Right. But my mom said the police officer was holding on to the dog. He had control of his partner's behavior. So that's partly his fault too. No. That dog, whether we think that guy was not a threat or not, his partner can guide him on get him.
That dog.
His partner has to go down too. I'm sorry.
I agree. But they're trained to go beyond the partner.
No.
If your partner lets you go and you see that man laying face down, getting on the ground, you're supposed to go over there and stand next to him.
They didn't let him go. The partner was holding his chain.
So why is the dog trying to bite him then?
That's the problem.
That's the dog.
Oh, then you think the dog was unruly.
He was unruly. He wasn't trained right. That officer, and I agree with the NAACP, Officer K-9 needs to be off duty right away.
He needs more training.
He needs more training. For your partner to have to hold you back. Yeah. He's like a bad cop. And the other cop is holding him back. Hold on, man. Hold on. Just think of him being a real a human. And his human partner has to hold him back.
Come on, boy. Hold up.
Your partner shouldn't have to hold you back. So I agree with the NAACP.
They want
his head on a platter. Get him out of here.
This poor man. It's always traffic stops and stuff too, but you think you could have checked that out before you pulled him over? A wrong number.
That man was not running. Now, all that aggression that Officer K-9 had,
yes,
he should have had it if he was running.
Yes.
Like, you're running. Okay. I got you now. You ain't running nowhere. But the minute he saw him get ready to go down, that officer shouldn't have to hold him back. If he let his chain go, the dog should just stand there.
But you know what?
They have dogs at the border.
Mm-hmm.
They're officers. Mm-hmm. I've watched them. They've let their chains go and they walk with the people to make sure they don't go in another direction. They don't chow down on everybody that comes across. So he needs to get out of here.
He biting off.
He gets retired right away. Like we saw that old dog that got retired. Yeah. This guy doesn't even get a retirement party. Wow. Get out of here. You're a bad officer.
You know what? Even in that whole stop, was that the only, Mama, was there more cops? It was more than the cop and the dog. The cop and the dog shouldn't be nearby unless they were checking for drugs or something. There was no reason for the dog and his partner to be near that man on the ground.
Thank you.
He wasn't trying to do anything.
Thank you.
The other cops could have handled that.
Thank you.
Oh.
All right. I'm not going to do Charlemagne's things today. The donkeys of the day, I'll do those tomorrow.
Okay.
But what I am going to do is I do want to talk about this one because we keep bringing it up all the time.